Hello friends, today we will see how to log into KITE application and understand the features. So this is the main home page where you can log in. So we are currently registered, so we'll directly log into this application. This application is directly available on Google Play Store and can be downloaded. So when somebody is registering for the first time, it's a mobile, the individual will get a one-time OTP on his mobile and then only he can set in. So now we are logged in and this is the first page. Let's say a firm has multiple warehouses or it operates in the multiple cities. So this is how they can configure, and when they want to look into inventory or place orders for a particular city or look for a particular region, this is how they can select it. So we'll select Bombay and continue. So this is the main page of the site. This is how it looks about. This is the main home page. Now we will go to the menu. So the first one is the profile. So this is the profile page. This is where you can see it has orders, help center, wish list and address. So we'll go into the address. So when you are registering as a user, you can be a distributor, your customer. So he will register his or her legal entity, and this is how it will appear. Now this is an example of a one particular private company where he has registered himself. Now we can edit it. You can edit it at any point in time, and you can make changes ever. You can also have multiple addresses for one particular firm. Let's say a distributor has two warehouses, one in Bombay, one in Pune. So he can add, keep adding those addresses so that he can select where the goods has to be eventually delivered. So a single firm can have multiple addresses and it has the ability to store GST as well. So we'll now look into the profile details. So now this firm will have his complete details. What kind of firm is it? A sole proprietorship, a private limited company. So you can select, you can configure your details, and this all will eventually be a feed for your ERP. All this information can be collected from the host instrument, and eventually it will become a feed for your ERP details. So now this current version which we are looking is a Horeca one. So here you can see it has multiple various fields, whether which is pertaining to the hotel industry. Obviously this app can be configured for each industry need basis, and it can be used very easily. So here we can see there are multiple tags or multiple dimensions or fields which can be captured, which can be used for analytics and have a deeper understanding of your distributor, your customer, who you want to interact with. Yeah, and the third section is the bank info. Obviously now given you can transact, your customer or your distributor can place an order on this app and he can make a payment, receive back any payment for against a credit note. All those can be tracked over here itself. So this is just the overview of what your order history is. Here for just for demo purpose, we have made 3 orders of these 3 quantities and it's tagged as delivered. So obviously you can tag the entire life cycle of an order. So yeah, so here is just the one where we can see your wish list. So let's say you have multiple SKUs and a dealer intends to pass back that information to the manufacturer or the supplier that he intends to have these kind of wish lists. So this all can be tracked, and you can build up your own demand planning, and the user can easily pass back his needs to the manufacturer. So yeah, and this one is the flickers where You can advertise your new launches, you can put in your videos, you can run your promos, you can where you can easily communicate, where the manufacturer can easily communicate back to their distributors, dealers all across India. So this is the home page where you can see first is the top categories, what are the recent products, what that user has done, and which are the top products which are being used all across by other users as well. So obviously that has a bunch of data analytics as well in this. Now we'll go to categories section. So here what we are seeing is these are the categories basis the current Horeca, the case study use case which we are referring to. Obviously this can be customized to each basis each industry, each requirement, client requirement. This can be configured. So we'll take one example of dairy product. So this has further, so dairy product is a category which has further subcategories of milk, milk powder, milk cream, curd, yogurt, buttermilk, depending upon how in a firm wants to categorize it. We'll select one example of milk. So here are the products. So we have category, subcategory, then product, and this is the page of the product where you can see you can see the picture of the product, and here you can add the quantity or reduce the quantity. So this has some details about the product, and here you can also add your reviews. Now let's say a dealer distributor wants to pass back the ultimate end users any response. Let's say they are happy, not happy. You can put this can be tracked back. The marketing department can get this reviews, feedbacks on a real-time basis and do further analytics. So this is also embedded with the WhatsApp. You can also the user can directly speak with connect directly connect on the WhatsApp rather than finding the numbers going up and down. Directly seek more clarification, seek more understanding. So it's the WhatsApp is embedded onto this one, and below there is a similar product. So let's say here you can help the distributor or user. He can compare with what are other items which are very related to it. Like in case of a pharma company, you can have multiple SKUs or multiple medicines which are related. Let's say, for example, diabetes. What are the insulins available? So this will help to search and summarize the related products. So this is a search function where you can search, where the user can search out a particular product which he specifically is looking into it. So here we are just search mayonnaise, so and it will throw up all the products which are available. So we selected one mayonnaise product, and which says what about the product, and you can simply add it to cart. Now here the app is further designed to capture the different sizes or weights of a particular SKU. It can be kg, it can be in liters, it can be grams. So obviously this all can be fixed, and this can be scheduled, this can be planned from the back end, and that's what will throw up for a user to select or not. So here we'll just take an example of 2 kg and add up a couple of SKUs, and we'll say what's the amount payable, and we'll add it to cart. And once we go back, it can be visible in the cart section. So yeah, here it is. Hello friends, continuing the demo for the backend. So this is how the backend looks like. Now we'll sign into the control panel where you can have categories of users, super users within your firm depending upon how your hierarchy is. So this is how the backend looks like. On the left hand side we have the menu, dashboard, users, categories, subcategories, products, orders, sliders. So we'll just quickly glance through how the key dashboard looks like. So this throws up what are the total active suppliers, customers, products, and what are the orders you have. So obviously this can again be reconfigured based on each individual client's requirement. So it says here what are the recently added products, what are the prices, what are the categories, and what are the subcategories. You can even control your users as well. So first let's look at the users. So this is the holistic view where each user, whether it's a admin user, super admin, your customer, or your supplier. So this is the entire list where you can control. You can approve, you can disapprove a certain users. Now I'll just click on one of our users. So this is where he is registered, where he has his business details. So you can edit this user from the back end, his requirements. You can delete it. You can block or even blacklist this user. It's possible in certain scenarios where your dealer or your customer or distributor has not made certain payments. So you can temporarily block them. And you can control your suppliers, customers based on this. Again, this all data can be pushed back into your ERP through an API. So this is where place where you can control your users. It can be a supplier, it can be your buyer, it can be your distributors. So again, now we go to second section, the category and subcategory. Continuing our example earlier, which we saw, it's given that this is a Horeca use case which we are referring to. So here are his industry specific categories, subcategories which we can look under it. Dairy products, staples, packaged foods, fruits and vegetables, frozen foods. So these are the high categories which you can create, edit, delete basis your needs. So again, this can be reconfigured basis each individual customer's needs. So subcategories are a subset within each category. The example which we saw at the time of front end, we selected the dairy product, which had a further subcategories of milk, milk powder, milk cream, curd and yogurt. Again, you can edit this, reconfigure this basis your need, your each individual requirement. So below that, the hierarchy is categories, subcategories and products. So this is the last level of the categorization. Again, we can further reconfigure need basis your each individual requirement. So let me continue the last search example which we did for Mayo basically when we were looking at the front end. So here I'll select Peri Peri Mayo for our demo. So yeah, this is where you create a product under category, subcategory. This is the last level. You can select who's the supplier, what's the name of the product, the description you can put in. You can select the city. You can select multiple cities, and it's all fungible. You can have multiple cities, single city. You can put estimated time of delivery. Here, this will help us to track the products from when it's packaged and when it will be delivered. The SKU number. So each industry or firms have their own SKU numbering, which can be mapped over here. And now this is where we do the inventory management or stock management. You can select what is the number of units broken down to kilograms, grams, liter. Again, this is all configurable depending on it. Can be boxes, it can be units. It is all completely flexible. Discount tracking, commission tracking, you can all feed up over here, which will be reflected on the front end to your dealers, distributors and users. You can manage your promo from over here by passing a discount on or computing commission on a certain set of things. Again, we have also flexibility to segregate out delivery charges and even including the GST compliances as well. All these fields are used to generate invoices. Once the order is placed on the front end, this all fields will be used to generate the invoices. Now this is a list of orders, so this will help a sales guy, the head of sales, to know what orders have been placed during the day. You can learn the analytics on a real-time basis. So you're in top. So the sales head is on top of his business. He knows what's the order place, what's the quantum, which city, which SKU, which product. Uh, and the last part where we are looking over here is the sliders which we saw earlier for promotion management, advertisements. You can upload your videos, your marketing materials over here and communicate with your dealers and distributors. And obviously there are certain industries where you want to upload your terms and conditions, privacy policy, user manual. All this can be uploaded over here for easy reference all across.